My name is Jakayla Thomas. I'm a sophomore engineering technology major with a concentration in construction management and mechanical process systems and design. Also, I have a minor in military science. What made me choose or be interested in engineering, at least engineering technology, I worked with my dad a little bit with construction. I would help him at work. We used to work on my cars. They used to have a lot of things wrong with them. So we were always working on them. And like that hit the point, I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this as a job. I decided to do Army ROTC and decided to take the college route because at first, living in Jackson, I didn't think college was an option. It didn't feel like one. So moving to Clarksville, I saw the opportunities that I could take, and also my school paid for it because at first it was very small-minded, like college is expensive, and that was the stopping point. But in Clarksville, I found a way to pay for college. I found a way to go. I found a way to get the scholarships and make everything that I wanted happen because it's happening around me. I chose to come to the University of Memphis /Herff College of Engineering because of the opportunity, also the program, because when I was coming in, I saw that they were renovating a new building and also hiring a new dean. I feel like it's met my expectations tenfold. I was able to go in the engineering building, and also the people were really friendly. It was my senior year and it was that summer, but I was still able to build connections even being only on campus for a couple hours. Everyone was really friendly and then very diverse. The college, my classes, and it was small but yet big. I was able to meet a lot of people, but at the same time, my classes were small enough where the professor knew all of our names and helped us individually. So if we weren't in class or he saw us struggling, he or she would help us with our classes. I had that she. I've yet to have a female professor, but let me be. But yeah, the people in my class, I've made a lot of friends and I've talked to a lot of people. And like having the opportunity to talk to people who come from such different backgrounds, but yet we're here for the same thing. And it's very community-like. So I have friends who are civil engineers, mechanical engineers. You're able to automatically step on campus and be within a group of just different engineers. If you're interested in cybersecurity or you're interested in construction management like me or mechanical systems and design, we all take the gen eds to engineering technology, but then we're able to pick our concentration based off that, and it can be something that you learn within the way. So the classes give you an overview of the concentration, then you pick which one you're most interested in. I learned how to make a hammer in one of my classes, but I also learned how to program. So we learn everything a lot, and I like that mindset that they want to teach us everything so we can choose what we like. We're able to learn everything before we make our decision about what we want to focus our major on. ET, I love engineering technology. I love the fact that it's very hands-on. Everything I learn in the class, I do every time. My 9 out of 10 times, every engineering technology class I have, there's a lab. And you have the class, then you have the lab. We do everything that we're taught rather than wait on the process. And I love that we're able to put our hands on the material, and it's not a book, it's machines, it's metal and computers, programming, CAD, like things like that. We're actually able to see what we're doing and what we're learning rather than using our imagination. My CAD class or like my computer programming class, it makes you want to do it in your free time just because of how enjoyable the learning process is. And I was able to build a homemade speaker from like my design, my own design. And a lot of other engineering, like the engineering science, I feel as if though they don't get to work in the lab as much, or it's like more research based. Ours is more technical based. I advocate for that a lot because a lot of people sitting in the classroom for long periods of time is just not their thing. And like, at least I know that's me. I don't like sitting in the classroom just learning. I want to see it and do it. So engineering technology, you see it and you do it. You're able to do both. At least in engineering technology, the max amount of people we're going to have in class is like 25. And I say max as in like, that's the most I've seen as a sophomore. And like, it's very engaging. Like the professors, they ask us questions, they expect us to answer, and also like they teach us like I said, we put our hands on the things that we learned. They refer back to the labs so we know what we're talking about or what we're gonna be doing and touching when it comes to material. We have our own personal tutors that are students, so they understand the classes and how you thought about it. It's people who've been through the process, been through the classes, so they can have a better grasp on the way you understand things or how you feel like you need to be taught, or even, at least with engineering technology, the people, the tutors who are engineering technologies, they've taken the same professors. So they know how they teach and they know where they were at a certain point. They'd be like, so you were confused at this point? I know exactly what you're talking about. I love the military, I love the Army, and I also love engineering. I feel like being a part of both of them, they're a working machine. Like, engineering incorporates to the Army things as much as the Army things incorporate to the engineering. When it comes to the organization, the teamwork, the meeting new people, the discipline of it all, because I feel like the discipline I have for Army ROTC or the military is the same one that folds into engineering technology or my engineering degree. I'm able to put them two together so that I'm able to work hard for both. That makes sense. It creates this hard work mindset that I'm able to pursue with both of them. And as for what I want to do with the degree, I really would love to be a part of the Corps of Engineers with the Army after I get out, so I can work toward that. That's my biggest goal with construction and work for them.